Hello, newsreader. I hope you enjoyed my show today. Today is the second advent of Dimension 4. Yes, just coming out first. In fact, I got some sneak peek view. I did go get the chance to go to this week. Yep. Before I was never gonna get a chance, but I did a lot. So I went to Milton Keynes one to get my 5 packs. There was no one else there, so perfect timing. Yeah. This set's looking really spicy. This one, both of them are actually looking pretty good. The next 4 booster sets, yeah. One not so much. This one is not looking great. So I think this is the best one up to Power Eternals. And we got the Sprite stuff. So let's have a talk. So we get the Cinco Warriors. Yes, they got some new support. Yes, they have new support. So what does the new Cinco Warriors do? What do they actually do? They are a machine archetype. Basically, all the cards are instruments. The best card, to my understanding, is Guitar and Mike. Mike lets you get to know a special summon, another normal summon. Then you can start doing ABC stuff or machine deck with it. So it's a nice little engine. Also, there's quite a few good things about them. So this one, you get like a guitar, can search stuff, and there could be scales. Again, they got quite a lot of pendulum cards, which is quite interesting. And they got level 6 synchro. It's like all the guitar, which is pretty cool. It's not fantastic, the new support, but it's giving them some good stuff. Give them some more stuff they can search. You have to play the field spells. They can actually play as a proper deck. Now you don't have to play like as an engine, like a 5 card engine. Now you can actually play as a deck. You need something else to mix it with, but I think it's good enough to do with itself, with something else. So maybe with ABC or maybe with FAs and stuff like that. Yep, like a budget version, but not so good. So of the Force. Yep. So I think that'll be pretty good. So we've got some good cards here, I think. Next is the Ancient Warrior. Ancient Warrior's got some 2 new cards. Yes, Ancient Warrior keeps getting these odd, weird 2 cards in every set. Sometimes they just get 2 cards. They get like a monster can win. They're okay. It's not great support, but it's good to have more names. Eventually they will be good. But again, I think Ancient Warrior just had their time being good with the Tribe Brigade stuff, and it was the weakest one. I presume it was from the others, because it was the best going second one, but not the greatest going first. So I don't. It's a shame, but hey ho. So we got a continuous spell that lets you do your stuff, and then you got a monster can just brush some itself like a sort of Cyber Dragon or stuff with him, which is cool, which is nice. Yep. We've got Pendulum. We couldn't find a Pendulum scale. So we've got left and right. So there's loads of good support with Pendulum. So there's quite a few good Pendulum support. This deck is quite a lot of Pendulum based. I know, I think it's strange to say. Okay, but you got these 2 scales, which one can search each, can place one straight from the deck if you got another one, right? And then one can also play one from the spell and track spells and extract monsters. So you can always have scales, which is good if you only have 1 scale. Because that was the issue when you only have 1 card, you couldn't set up your scales again. Yeah. Extra pendulum. I can summon twice. Yep. Yep, in the spell card, so that which is really busted, really good. But I don't think you'll be able to pull it off. I think it's one of those effects. If you pull it off, I think it's gonna be excellent, and everyone's gonna be like, "What?" But you're not gonna pull it off very often, so I don't think it'll happen very often. Which is a shame, but hey ho. We got the 4s. So the 4s are they are basically, it's not really a deck. Well, it is, but at the same time, it isn't. It's more of an engine. You play whatever type you want to play it in. So this one, for example, is a warrior. So you're playing warrior decks. Yes. This one, for example, you're playing plant decks. Yep. This one here, you're playing aqua decks. Yep. And this one here, you're playing like pyro and the weakest one, I reckon, out of all of them. Yep. Then you got the spell cards. So you got like stand up, which is pretty good. And you got Beasters. And this one here, it's like the draw card. And stuff. They're a nice little engine. Basically, the way they work is I have whatever type I have of that type or 4 in my grave. Right, to special summon them. Okay? And then they all get the effects. So like the plant one can send 1 card from my hand or field to search 1. Search 1 for spell and trap. Okay? This one can destroy up to 2 cards from the field. Yep. This one can get rid of spells and traps. Yep. Alright, that one's just detection, so it's not so good. And then the 2 traps are not great, but I think they're nice little engine. I don't know if you can play as a deck, but I think as an engine would be nice. Then we got the new Scareclaws. Yep, Scareclaws are basically a rank 3 slash they're link based, but they're mainly 3s and 4s and 6. There's 1 6 somehow, but he's not really that important about the deck. Yep. So we've got these 3 here, these 4 here. Basically, if you have one in, let's say you have the link 1 or the link 3 in this column here, you can just go bam, 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 bam. You can just keep spamming them out, basically, and that's the idea. It comes like a rank 3 deck, and then you can do OTKs with the deck, make Zeus if you don't kill them. Yep, and then you got the rank 4 here. Now, this deck's quite versatile. You can do it with Tri-Brigade, like I've been doing for quite a few months. You can do it sort of pure with a synchro build and do new fiber sort of stuff. Yeah, I think that might be a good build to try out too. It's quite a lot this deck can actually do. The field spell's really good. The field spell just gets you 1 through deck to your hand, which is really handy. Then you got the Monster Reborn, which is really good. Yep. And you got the 2 traps, can be okay. I don't run the traps. I like the spells and traps are pretty good. I like the field spell. And in the next set we get in the link 1, which conserves the field spell, which is pretty good. Which means you don't need to run terraforming, which is pretty good. But it does mean Tri-Brigade do get a link 1, so do be careful if this engine comes a very small engine in Tri-Brigade deck. So, which might be scary to see. Then we got the new zombie support. Yes, zombies. Zombies got quite a lot of support actually. Zombies have been getting quite a lot of support recently actually, with the vampires now actual zombie. So we got like a plague spreader monster can just attend its plague spreader from your hand or from your field or deck. I mean field or grave, which is good. Yep. And then you got one can just special summon itself. You got some synchros also. So you got some quite good ones. The level 6 one's pretty good and the level 8 one's pretty good. I think it's looking pretty nice, this format for them. And the traps are not great. There is one as a Monster Reborn, but you have to use one, but you have to send one from your X deck, so that could be costly. Yeah. Then you got this one here, the mummy one. Same stone. It could be interesting. I think that's supposed to be some legacy support for the. Remember that level 2 card. Remember that level 4 card, which you need the strat card to summon it, and then you basically need. And there you go, he summons 2 level 4 normal zombies. I know, there was some stupid deck with that, but it didn't really work, really. So, that's a shame. Well, there's some good cards in here. There's some really good cards. I think the zombie's going to be really good. I think the zombie's got some potential to be really good. Good. Again, zombie could be mixed with any deck. And I think Alex might be the one who might take charge. Then we got the new heroic stuff. And again, this is decks from the Turn of the Duelist. Yeah, we got 2 level 4. We got new level 4 basically searches. Yep, the spells and traps, which is good. And we got this one can change the level, so you can make it like level 4, level 1. Yep. This one is like a bad Utopia double. Oh, can get so big. And then you got the new Rota, yeah. And then level 1, rank 1, yeah. I know, this is going to be overpriced mode. It's just a big OTK deck at the moment. I don't think it will do it very much at the moment, but I think they'll give it attention. Might surprise a few people. Player1's got some really nice, good support also. I know they come a pension deck too. I know. Like that one can search, can basically use as a polarization. Yep. Got one here, can search all your Player1 once again. This one can search your Player1 spells, which we needed. Yep, this one to be the generic one. I think this one will be used in any mirror match, so I think that card might see attention as a chase card. People might not think twice about it. That's why I'm saying here, they might not think, oh, it's Clamp card, but then they realise how to summon it. It's whoa, and then you got another level 8 skill, so you can do pension summon with the deck. Fundraise. We got some new support. We got a new Link 3, which you can make with the continuous spells, which is mad. It's very good. And the field spell, I didn't pull the field spell, but it's pretty good. I'm with my friend. My friend Stephen will explain the cards a little bit more to you when I get the profile next month for you. Okay. Donna Rathria, they got the new fusion and a new fusion trap. Yeah. You can summon it from the deck, I know. And then we got this 3,000 monsters, which is really good. Now it makes Donna Rathria actually a nice little engine in some decks, which would be really good, really cool. Brandon, Despian, they got some new cards too. Not great, these two, but there's another card that's really busted for them, which is really good, really cool. There's some really nice ones. This is the chase cards for the set. So we've got the new Red Eyes card there. And we've got the new silver one, which is really good. Then we got the new Ghost Spell and Ornament as a Starlight Rare. Oops. Then we got Beyond the Pendulum, this new Skirkle Link. Their Forge Barrier, which they can play at 3. You got the 4 rank level 8. You got the Odd Eyes Original and Pendulum. Yes, you don't need the original spell to summon this. You can Pendulum summon this out. There's the Brandon and Despian fusion we needed. Yep, that was one of them. Then we got level 11 synchro, and then the field spell to search the fallout. I know this set's a bit mad what it's got. I know it's, and then we got the brave stuff. This brave card's not great. I think it's a nice one-off, but again, I think it'd be only used for going second and stuff. So maybe it might be used for other stuff. So I think that'd be quite good. I think there's quite a few neat changes I think might happen for this deck, which is good for our decks. Cool. Skirkle one might be used in other decks too. Don't forget, it could be just 3 different names, so it could be very easy to make. Okay, so that is the good thing. Before the Pendulum, again, Beyond the Pendulum is really good too, but just gotta use your Pendulum when you summon it. So you've got to do what you do with Electric Might, do all your stuff before you do your Pendulum summon, then make the board. Yep, and stuff, which is cool. And then the X-Sisters looking pretty good. Not this outfit, but I think it'll be busting it. And these are the one card art types and other cards. Yes, there's not many cards for this set. Yeah, they were quite good at getting the right amount of art type stuff this time around. Not like last. They didn't do that so much with Battle Chaos so much, but it got better afterwards. So I got the new Aqua one for the next set. You got a now funny Wink edition here. You got a Verse Jar, another Punk card, which could be quite good. There's a Warrock one. There's some Battle Guard stuff. There's some other stuff is good too, like Dogmanica stuff and the Mega Fan and the Fan. Ice Jane's got a new card which I think might get the deck good. If you might look at that deck and may think, oh, okay, why these? Yeah. Then we got these other tracks which are pretty good. I like the normal one. Then you got these two. This is for the Yami support coming out at the end of June. Now we know it's coming out at the end of June, which is pretty cool. Because I was wondering when that was coming out because they just delayed it. They have, yes. Everything's getting delayed it in June. Yeah. Quite a lot is, yeah. Shame. And then it's the last one. This is the world premieres and imports. So we got the Libra Masters new cards. So they get a new monster, 2 original monsters, and 2 original spells, and two new traps. Yep. So they get 2 of everything pretty much. They get except the monster wise, they get a bit of everything. And then we got the new Pendulum Fusion monster. It's Adrian. Yep. Then we got the new Synchro. Then we got the new TCG cards over there. We got some Got one, it's like an up-to-date Ronnet Downey, Rabbit Captain, Kasum 2, and yeah. Then we've got a trapped backup team, which I don't know if we'll see play, but I think it might in the future. I think it's not a now card, but I think it's a future card. Then we've got the new imports are Odd Eyes Wind Dragon. Then we got the Curse of the Dragon Knight of the Cursed Dragon. Yep. That's a Gaia champion, Gaia Knight support. Yep. Then we got a new zombie card there. Yep. Which is pretty cool. A new Wind Beast. Well, 2 new zombie cards. Again, a lot of zombies. A Spellcaster, and then a Mirror card, which is looking quite interesting. Yes, it is indeed. So, and the little monsters are pretty good. You could now. I think it's actually a viable deck. Might be a quite good deck to try out. Yeah. I think you might take a regional now and then next season. Yeah, not now because it's a little bit too late. Less balance changes things drastically, which I think we do want. So, then we got these 4 ones, and we got this guy over here, which we haven't had for a while, which we actually needed. Yeah. And so stuff. And there's quite a lot of stuff we actually get in this set. I think this set's going pretty good, and we're looking pretty good the next couple of sets, I reckon. Yep, I hope you enjoyed what I'm about to show today. Subscribe and watch all. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Skyrock. Yep, all those. Hopefully do better this week. I only get to do 1 tournament this week. Like same as last week, because I done quite well at Top Deck. Geek Trade got 2 all again. Didn't get a chance to go top end because I went to see Vampire everywhere. They were pretty good. They were good live. A shame we couldn't see it all, but that's sometimes what happens. This week we just be Top Deck in, which should be cool. Oh, okay. Hope you and you won't see me next week until I get back. Okay. Hope you enjoy what about show today. Subscribe and watch on the next time. Peace, everyone. Good luck and doing, everyone.